Good evening, everyone. Today is a very special day because a lot of people have said to me over the years, Craig, what are you doing? And I've said, shh, don't tell anyone. No, what I think today is very special because did I just spit there when I told you? Did you see it? I would usually do that if I was trying on a date and it was like getting close to, you know, sealing the deal, I'd be like, there you go. Do you know once, this is true, I'll tell you in a minute why it's a special day. Once I was having dinner. Yeah, I've had dinner more than once, but I was having dinner with this very famous actress. It was before I was married, obviously. I was having dinner with a very famous actress, and it's not who you think it is, but another one. And I was, yeah, I know you, no, not her, another one. And I was having dinner with this very famous actress, and I was thinking, I am in here, it's on, it's happening, it's gonna be a night at the movies for Craig! And I was having, like, I don't know what, I was having tater tots or something. It was and she was having a soft shell crab, and she was eating crab. And I said, boy, she was talking to me, and there was a crab leg hanging out of her mouth. Now, this is one of the world's great beauties, but there was a crab leg hanging out of her mouth, and I was like, nope. I cannot get past this. And, you know, and then very quickly it was kind of like sucked up, but ever since then, and even when I see her in the movies and stuff, I'm like, oh, it's a crab leg lady. Now, don't ask me who it is, don't even guess, because not in a million years would you guess this, but every time I see her, I know, and she doesn't even know. So if she's watching this, which I seriously doubt, but if she is, then you wouldn't even know it was you, would you? Oh, I'll tell you why it's a special day, because this would have been the late Benny Hill's birthday. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you're doing that, but anyway. He's dead, so he won't notice. But Benny Hill, I used to think Benny Hill was very funny when I was a kid, and when I started on this show, we did a little Benny Hill thing. It was like in the first 3 months of the show, and I said to Michael, look it out and see what it looks like, and I'll show you. Look at this. But you know what amazes me about that? No, don't. It wasn't the fact that we did this stupid little Benny Hill thing. I look like Harry Potter. Look at, like I'm like 12 years old. I've only been doing this show 6 years. Look at me. Not even a crab-mouthed actress would have me now. We'll be right back with proper show business.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by the 2011 Fusion from Ford. Get in and drive one. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks. All right, sit up here. sit down. Please relax, everybody. Let it all go quietly. Teenage girls, don't scream. You make me feel like Freddy Krueger. No one told me he would be this hideous. I only came here to sit in lesbian row. Yes, you did. Yeah. Oh, come on. If you were real lesbians, you wouldn't be that happy. It's a joke, lesbians. Hey, it's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, it is. It's a great day. It's a great day for one of America's great authors, Snooki. Her, yes, this is true. Her first novel has made the New York Times bestsellers list. And the other three horsemen of the apocalypse will be riding. Snooki spent the day celebrating, opening champagne, doing shots of tequila. Then she found out about her book. She was very excited. Well, you guys, this is how Dostoevsky would have celebrated as well. She's just following the route of great authors. Early death through alcoholism. Come on! The actress Anne Hathaway has been cast as Catwoman in the next Batman movie. Bitch. I guess I took all these photos in the leather bodysuit for nothing. Do we have one of the pictures of me in the bodysuit? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Oh, I've been working out. That's not creepy enough. What about one of me as Catwoman with my ferrets? Anyway, I tell you why I'm excited, because A, it's Friday, and 2, there's a new movie out that I like to do A and 2. There's a new movie out today, New Strings Attached, No Strings Attached. That's what it's called. There's another movie out called New Strings Attached, but I don't want to see that. No Strings Attached, and it's a phrase that means, of course, sex without commitment, or as some people call it, sex. Nice teeth and no last names, okay? You see a poster for this movie? There you are, No Strings Attached. There you go, the two of them. Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher. Let me see that again. Where are they? Is that his place or her place? It can't be his place because there's books there. Maybe Snooki's novel on the... Do you notice that she's wearing a guy's shirt? Look at that, she's wearing a guy's shirt. More evidence of the Hollywood double standard. When Natalie Portman does it, it's sexy. When I put on thigh highs and a push-up bra, I get thrown out of Denny's. Thank goodness IHOP is more tolerant. Who ordered the Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity? You know what I've decided, though, when I saw that poster? I know nothing about this movie except the poster, but I've seen the poster and I've decided I hate this movie. Now, it is true that Natalie and Ashton are lovely, but neither of those girls really does it for me. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes wonder, I'm basing this on nothing at all, but I wonder if Ashton Kutcher isn't a bit like G.I. Joe down there, you know, just like smooth plastic. Just kind of like... Smooth? Yeah, it's smooth, like that. I'd see a movie where they answered that question. No strings attached, should be no things attached. This is true, though. Ashton Kutcher, right, was studying to be a bioengineer when he was discovered by a talent scout. And I'm thinking, way to go, talent scout. Thanks. That's just what the world needs. One less bioengineer solving the Earth's problems, and one more dude who looks like a lady making romantic comedies. Thanks, talent scout. Bastard. But I will say this, the new movie does raise some interesting questions. Can friends have casual sex without feelings become an issue? And I personally don't think so. I tried it once, it was a disaster. Bob Saget and I have not spoken since. Tweet me, Bob. Tweet me real good. And as I say, I know nothing about the movie, but here's a prediction. The characters have a lot of sex, some ups and downs, but end up staying together. And at the end of the movie, they get married. And that's got to be the end of the movie because nobody has sex after marriage. Ah, ha, ha, ha. The problem with movies like this is they always gloss over the fact that sex is complicated. Yes, I know it starts out simple between a man and a woman, but before you know it, it's a man and a woman, furry handcuffs, one of those little vibratory things. What are they called again? Midgets, one of them. Yes. And yet you got your custard coming in, and then there's the car batteries, and the livestock, and the cheese. Call me Bob Saget. Now, maybe the film is good. To be fair, it's directed by Ivan Reitman, who's the same guy who directed Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters. It's a great movie. They should combine the two movies and see if it's possible to a guy to have sex with a ghost without his feelings getting involved. I am not masturbating. I'm having sex with a ghost. I don't actually buy that men want sex without emotional commitment. Maybe it's just me, but I always bring tons of emotion into any sexual relationship. Maybe too much. That could be why everybody who's ever had sex with me hates my guts. Even Senior Wenceslas. I hate what you made me do. Me too. I'm kidding. Men can get just as emotional as women. It's just that instead of getting emotional about important stuff like love and commitment, men get worked up about stuff like who's got the remote. Especially when I'm one. Now, I know this is not cool for a guy to admit this, but I think sex is only special when you and your partner create physical and emotional pleasure. And to do that costs $500 an hour. And just remember, when you're done, please put the hooker in the closet. CBS cares. Commercial break time, Jeff.
The audience craves sponsor info.
You passive-aggressive son of a...
Oh, yeah.
I didn't actually cuss. I was going to cuss, and then I didn't cuss. That must be the first time ever. Oh, I can feel it. No, I'm not going to cuss tonight, Jeff. Not at all. Not during the entire show.
Oh, biscuits.
Well, maybe later. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Who's that at the door? All right, that's enough. All right. You know, I should have tried that with last night's audience, shouldn't I? I've got a feeling if I tried that with last night's audience, they wouldn't have gotten up. It was a bit of a tricky crowd last night. I think if I'd brought the horse out, they'd have been like, What time is it, Jeffrey Peterson?
How sweet would it be to tweet? What? Too gay?
A little bit.
Oh, biscuits.
Yeah, don't worry. Play the jingle.
Twitter is the thing with all the tweets. You and your friends stay in touch but never read. So now the time has come to check the tweets. And your email partner, Ash Mode.
This is from Bill in Houston, Texas. Bill says, Hi, Craig. My hairline is receding. It has now become fairly noticeable. Should I try to cover it up or shave my head? Shave. Shave the head and try and grow a large zit on your neck. It'll draw the eye. You don't know. If I started to lose my hair, I wonder if I would, you know, just shave it off. I think I would. That's what I certainly did to my pubes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I thought, oh, I've got a bit of a receding. Ah, the hell. And now I'm like a sexy dolphin.
Smooth.
Smooth indeed, Jeff.
Smooth.
Smooth. Smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Makes me want sex. Get it?
I might, actually, yeah. This is from Allie in Wilmington in North Carolina, who says, Dear Mr. Ferguson, oh, I heard that you like tall girls. Is this true? I am 6 foot tall and I hate it. Knowing that you think it's sexy would help me feel better. Well, no pressure then. Yeah, you know, look, attractiveness. Let me tell you something. The girl, the actress with a thing, well over 6 foot. No, I don't think that's a problem at all. I'm 6 foot 2, 6'3", thanks to Kundalini yoga. So no, it doesn't bother me. However, my 5'8" wife would cut my nuts off. So, right there, you got a problem. Somewhere in Australia, a kangaroo would be hosting a crappy late-night show with my testicles on a keychain. This is from Andreas in Alta in Norway, who says, Hi, Craig. Instead of throwing my email off the desk, could you fold it into a paper plane and send it out the window? Sure. Just don't tell me what to do, man. Dear Craig, this is from Paige in Sydney, Australia. Hooray! I love it when we get emails from Australia. It reminds me that computers can work over oceans. Paige says, Dear Craig, maybe because your show just started here, or I missed something, but why does everyone ask you for help with their problems? Well, it's because I'm nice. It's because I'm nice, and because I care, and because I clearly have nothing to lose. Except these. Are we out of time? Oh, well, I'll just do another one then. This is from Eddie in Wichita, Kansas. I like Wichita because I get to go, the Wichita lineman, way down the line. Eddie in Wichita, Kansas says, Hi, Craig, have you ever agreed to do something you were absolutely against doing? We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. My first guest tonight is a giant movie star. He's in a fantastic movie, which I've actually seen. A lot of the times when people are on this show, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a great movie. I've never seen it, but... oh, like you didn't know. But I have seen this movie, and it's great. True Grit. It's in theaters now. Take a look at this. Please welcome Jeff Bridges, everybody.
Shot of your Purell,
want
there.
some of this?
Yeah, so we can do a proper shake.
You want to do, well, you got a cold, right?
Yeah, no, let's see. You're right. Yeah,
all
now
right.
we can really. Let's get. Yeah.
Oh, man.
See.
I feel like a large animal veterinarian. you big
I'm
time.
well, man.
Look at you. You're going to get an Oscar for this one, too. You know that, right? Rooster
you're
Cogburn? Man, see, when I heard you were doing it, I was like, I don't know, man. And,
Good movie.
Yeah, the first one was very good. You know, John Wayne, them big shoes to fill.
Yeah, well, you got the brothers at the helm, the Coen brothers.
Yeah,
tough
they're
to
very
beat,
they're
man.
very good. Yeah.
They know how to do it.
Yeah. They're pretty talented. You should probably work with them again, I think.
so.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Yeah, no, they're clever. Does one of them, do they live in the same house and dress the same and everything? I hope that they do, but I suspect that they do.
No, not really.
It's one of the... You know the Rooster Cogburn, like, you know, in Crazy Heart, which, by the way, congratulations for the Oscar, but the playing a lot of alcoholics, man.
I know, yeah. And it's tough to prepare for those kind of roles. That's the hard part.
Do you have a hideous drink problem yourself?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, very convincing right there, yeah. You do a good drunk, though. I mean, I know.
I've been
about,
drunk. Yeah,
You've
I've
been drunk?
Yeah, puke drunk. I mean, really drunk. You know.
Yeah.
Deeply drunk.
Yeah, me
And,
too.
yeah, it's not. It's not.
It's
not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing. See, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager and stuff, people say, you know, I had a great time last night. I can't remember a thing. And I'm like, well, how do you know?
Yeah.
You've never been much of a drinker, though, really, have you? You're not really like that.
I mean, you know, occasionally, but you know, you learn that hangover lesson a few times.
Yeah.
You know? I'm getting better at that lesson. Still,
Well, it comes at you as you get older. I mean, you must be in your mid-40s by now.
Yeah, 60, early 60s, man.
60?
Oh,
no
man.
way, man. You're not 60.
Yeah, and you're coming up to what?
48?
48.
Yeah. Was that a secret age or something? No, I'm coming.
No.
I am 48. I'm coming up to 40. I'm going to be 50,
Oh, you're
man.
going to be 50.
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad for me, but 60.
60?
Yeah, that was
scare
different. No, I'm not so much scare me, but you know, you're getting closer to the big curtain call. You know.
Freaking me out, man. Do you think about the big curtain call?
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, you know, I feel like I got. You remember that Disney show where he's got, what is it, Goofy on one? Who's on the guy's shoulders? I can't remember. He got the devil and the.
Yeah, the devil and the angel and the devil. Yeah.
And it's not really the angel and the devil. They're both nice guys. Both of these cats on the show.
I don't know this. But what is this movie?
Nah, it was a cartoon.
Oh, it's a cartoon, right?
But the one guy's saying, you know, in my ear, now, come on, you know, you want to do some of your stuff, now is the time, man, you know. And I said, yeah, that makes me, you know, I want to achieve all of this stuff. And the other guy's saying, will you just relax?
Yeah.
Please, you want your whole life to be a giant homework assignment where you're doing all this stuff?
See, I like that.
So
That's the guy you should listen to, I think.
Well, you know, a little above.
A little bit.
You know.
A little bit. Well, what do you do to relax then if you don't get hideously drunk?
I play a lot of music.
Oh,
I'm
you do,
making
that's true.
an album right now with T-Bone Burnett.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, that's
pretty
fantastic.
Cool. That's great.
Yeah. What do you play? You play the
Guitar
piano?
and
Guitar,
piano. Yeah. Guitar.
Yeah, guitar. Guitar. Yeah. Tuba. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever played a tuba?
Never.
Neither have I.
No,
I've done a lot
I bet
of
that
stuff,
would be
but
tough. That would be tough.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
That's
that you-
all those germs. Oh, I'm sorry. That was terrible.
You probably
yeah.
want that over in Lesbian Row right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Well, what kind of stuff are you playing then? Country music?
Country, you know, some little jazz stuff in there, some you know, rock, and all kinds of stuff.
I have a bit of a problem. This makes people mad. This is like saying you don't like cats. But which of course I love cats. But I have a little bit of a problem with some jazz. I used to say jazz, but I don't say that anymore.
What do you say
now? Well, I say some
jazz.
jazz. Some jazz for me gets overly complicated. Do you know what I mean? And it gets kind of disappears up its
But
own.
what about Kind of Blue? You know, Miles. You know,
That's all right. That's
you get
great.
that,
Yeah, that's moody. It
But
has
Ornette Coleman, is he a little?
I don't know who that is.
He plays a plastic saxophone.
Right. Okay. So they're right there. I may be having a problem already.
Yeah, but he's pretty out there.
Yeah. All that kind of free form, kind of
he's
like
very
math.
free form. Yeah, no.
Doesn't do it for me, man. It's kind of like there's a lot of people that want to be clever going, yeah. And
well, I think you have to develop a taste for that or an ear for that.
maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just not educated.
Just listen to it over and over, and all of a sudden, that's your favorite song. You know?
Well, no, it's just because you know it, man. You've heard it over and over. It's like you go to the Small World ride and you hear that over and over again.
That's right.
Won't get it out of your head. Yeah. Do you ever go to Disneyland and just sit in that ride for a couple hours?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use a technique when I'm using it a little bit right now as I speak to you. A technique when I'm doing the award shows or these kind of,
boring
events.
show business assignments?
No, I call it my e-ticket ride, where I will say, I am in the future, actually alive in the future, and I'm going to a place like Disneyland, and they're offering a special e-ticket ride. Actually experience what being on the Craig Ferguson show is like. Here's your ticket, and off we go, and here I am.
Man.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That's really,
I hate to associate an artist with his work, but a lot of you still the dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to stick around you a lot, that one.
Well, it's jazz, man.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, it is. So you play music to relax. Anything else? Do you have like
I'm admiring your cup there.
You like that?
I make ceramics. I do ceramics.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's kind of different, isn't it? Really?
Is it? I don't know.
I think it is. I don't get many people out, big movie stars, saying, I make ceramics. There's not many.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Could
you make that then?
I could make that. I'm going to rip that off, as a matter of fact, and make several of those.
Yeah, I think they've sold all of these they're going to sell, though.
I don't know, man.
I got this from the Albuquerque Rattlesnake Museum. You like snakes?
I don't like snakes.
I see. Why?
They bite me. Yeah.
You ever been bitten by a snake? No.
Good point.
No.
That's a really good point.
You've never been bitten by a snake. You're just your thing. See, I don't care for snakes too much, but I'm trying to learn them. It's like jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
That's right. Just push yourself a little further into it.
Gosh, you like sharks?
I do like sharks. Yeah.
Have you been bitten by a shark?
Very near. I went diving with the sharks this year for Shark Week on the cable channel that isn't part of CBS. And I did. I went. Have you ever been down there?
But you wore the males, the chain.
I wore
well, that's chicken, man. That's like, that's like me going into a den of snakes, all with armor or something.
Yeah.
That doesn't even count, man.
I don't know. When the snake, the shark or underwater snake, as I call him, gets close.
I have a picture of me putting my head into an orca's mouth.
Now, why the hell would you do that?
I used to hang out with a guy named John Lilly.
Right.
He was the guy who invented the isolation tank.
I'm beginning to sense
he
where we're going.
He worked with dolphins a lot.
Right.
And orca, or cetaceans.
They're big. Yeah. We have to take a break actually right now. Apparently, is that right? And then I want to talk to you about orcas. Can you hang around?
Sure.
All right, Jeff Bridges. We'll be right back.
Sharks?
Yeah, no, Caribbean reef sharks. Hang on a second. We're back, everybody. Hi, Jeff Bridges. So, no, when I was diving, it was Caribbean reef sharks. But you were saying your daughter dove with the whale shark.
Yeah.
Which is a plankton eater, but
that's actually my daughter, not me.
Yeah, right.
But I did, you know who my father is, don't you, or was?
Yeah, just of course. Yeah.
Mike Nelson, right?
Yeah. Oh, of course,
Sea Hunt, man.
Yes.
So can I tell a Mike Nelson story that just popped in my head?
Why the hell not? Yeah.
We're in Hawaii.
Right.
And wherever my father went, all the divers would always, say, "Oh, Mike, let me show you my favorite spot." And he would say, "Oh, sure." So now we're out in the seas, and it's, quite seasick. And my father is, all of a sudden he's turning green, and I see he's about to toss his cookies, and I say, "Dad, you okay?" He goes, "I'm right." He doesn't want to, blow it in front of all these divers.
Mike Nelson
He
seasick.
says, "Once I get into the water, I'll be all right."
That's true.
So we get to the spot, and he goes, "Oh, thank God." And he puts the thing in. Remember that little flip he used to do? He flips it, and I'm getting in there, and I'm excited to go down and see all the great stuff. And I start to head down first, and I feel a tug on my fin. And I said, "What are you doing?" And I go up to him, and he goes, and I go, and I go, and he goes, and pukes like this, and then the killers, all these, a school of fish.
Really?
And then he goes to me and he goes,
Yeah. That's great.
Isn't that a nice little Mike Nelson story?
But you know what? You know someone is a comfortable diver when they can upchuck underwater. That's really something.
That's
you take the regulator out,
simple.
and clear, and you're good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's nice. You do a lot of diving, man?
Not anymore, but there was a time there during that show we did a lot of diving.
I love diving.
It's great. You're all certified and the whole deal.
Yeah. You're not certified?
It's probably passed now.
No. You just
it goes forever.
Yeah, it's like a tattoo, man. You have to have it removed.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good to go. You need a
just
tag?
Talking about it now with you makes me kind of say, yeah, I should get out there.
It's good. When Jean-Michel Cousteau was here, he was saying I should go to Fiji. He dives with the orca down there.
That's pretty great. I bet that would be great.
Well, you should go with him, man.
Yeah, Fiji.
And then I don't have to go.
We used to dive a lot off Catalina. Have you been off there?
Of course.
All that kelp is beautiful.
Beautiful there, yeah. I love Catalina. I think it's an amazing kind of little island off the coast of Los Angeles.
Really
That you take that little 25-mile across the ocean, and it's like the 1950s right there.
Oh, amazing.
Unbelievable.
Was it Wrigley, the chewing gum guy?
The gum guy, he owned the island, I think.
Yeah, it must have been great back in the 20s or something.
I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long
No, I mean, they're very good at protecting it. It's just like, there's a little town there called Avalon, and then that's it. The rest of it's just kind of, drunk guys with sailboats. Like the 1920s, basically, I think. Yeah. So are you big on the outdoor fun then, the environment, that kind of thing? Is that what you do? You walking?
I'm a surfer. I surf.
You still surf?
I surf occasionally. Yeah. And
that gets a little sharky.
That can get a little sharky, and they're starting to see them up in my neck of the woods a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That would be scary.
Well, you see, when you're on the top there like that, they think you're
a seal.
Yes.
Yeah, in a wetsuit if you're wearing.
Yeah. Do you ever just wear your wetsuit around?
Yeah, occasionally, put that thing on, walk around.
Sometimes I like to do that too. Go to the mall or something. Yeah, freak people out.
Get a tablecloth, that's for the cape.
I like it.
Then you're the super guy.
Yeah, it's nice to see your hair back, by the way. I noticed that because you were.
Oh, but you were talking bald not too long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do it, man. You're gonna dig this.
What? Shaving my head?
Oh yeah. Maybe we should do that right now. If you had some, my makeup guy's got some clippers.
No.
No, but you'd really like it.
No,
you'd really like it, man.
No, look, my wife's pretty pregnant. If I go home bald, she's going to have a baby right there like that.
She's going to love it, too, because you get this velvet thing going, you know. And that ladies love that, I call it teddy bear nose. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
You're a bad dude. I'm like, okay, all right. No, you've talked people into some stupid things in your life.
I talked to my brother, we're doing Baker Boys.
Right.
And in the script, he was supposed to be, bald, because there's that opening shot where I spray his hair. And he said, I don't want to do that. I said, come on, Bo, come on, do it. So he says, okay. And the makeup guy has this great technique where you shave, you get a straight razor, and you cut around individual hairs, so it's not just like you're bald, it's like a subtle thing.
Right.
And the guy says, and when you come in every morning, I'll keep that up with we put the screen on the electric razor, and it only cuts the short hairs and leaves the long hairs. Beautiful.
Yes, great.
So Bo says, no, I'll do that myself when I wake up in the morning. And he comes in the first day, and he's got this hat on. He never wears a hat. And he's at this strange expression on his face. I said, why are you looking at like that? And he says, look what I've done. And he takes his hat off, and he woke up in the morning, and he put the sideburn trimmers up, and he forgot, and he just went, whoa, and just took a big, but it looked bold, you know, it was a good bold, you know.
It's a little intense. I don't know if it's for me, man. I once, when I was stuck in a cold hotel room, and I shaved my entire body.
Why did you do that? Because I would think you'd want to go the other way. In a cold room, you would want more hair.
Well, it wasn't the fact that the room was cold. It was just it was so cold you couldn't go out. It was Winnipeg in Canada, and I shaved my entire body. And
boredom, out of boredom.
Yeah, and then and then I was pretty itchy for a while. Does it itch out when it comes back in? Itch your head when it comes back in?
No, not the head.
Okay.
No.
So when you you dip yourself in a big vat of wax and then just take it all off?
No. You got to ask your friend Jeff over there. How does he keep his hair so neat?
Yeah, how'd you do it, Jeff? Okay, thanks.
So you're not giving any secrets.
No. He wandered too far from the outlet, clearly. We're out of time, big time. What about
let's do one more. Let's get one more squirt and an official.
Well, I was thinking about the harmonica.
Oh, the harmonica?
Could you play?
No, man.
No. All right, hold on.
Let's do a proper thing. But I want to hear you play us out.
No, I can't play, man.
While I'm holding your hand.
There's something. You're doing something really pervy with that. Yeah, no, that's enough of that. Right. Jeff Bridges, everybody.
If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and would like to attend a taping of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, please call 323-570-0059 or visit oneiota.com.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Craig?
First of all, my apologies to Melissa Rausch. She'll be. We talked too long with Jeff Bridges. I don't know if I talked too long or we just talked real slow. It's a funny thing. I haven't smoked marijuana in a very long time, but a couple of segments of a talk show with Jeff, and I'm pretty high right now. Yeah, so it's funny, he's one of those guys I wouldn't dream of thinking that someone, I wouldn't, whatever someone did, that guy must smoke some pot. You gotta figure. You just gotta figure. I mean, look, we were using, hand sanitizer every time we touched, but I have a contact high here. So, yeah. Now, it's been a good week of shows, except for one. Not this one. This one's been my favorite show we've ever done. Man, I have to say, though, there's nothing like a gullible studio audience to make your life a little easier. Have a safe weekend, and remember... Good night, everybody.